My mantra is simple. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. Now, don't worry. I'm not here to inspire you to run marathons or do push-ups. I'm here to talk about connection and how building your own high-performance web can help you get better at the things that are important to you. I want to invite you to take a moment and think about something that you would like to be better at right now. It could be in the classroom. It could be in your workplace. It could be in your personal life. And I want you to think about that today. Most of us think, do more time, more effort, more information. But the secret to getting better isn't doing more. It's connection. And today, I want to show you how to get better by connecting and building what I call my high-performance web. The people, the ideas, and the systems that guide performance. We love a self-made story. The athlete, the CEO, the entrepreneur who did it all alone. Early starts, late finishes, extra work. Talent, luck, and effort get the credit. But what we miss is the web. The edges and links that amplify talent and turn good into great. Cameron Smith is one of Australia's best male golfers. In the summer of 2022, he stood on the 18th green of the Old Course at St Andrews in the 150th Open Championship. A 4-foot putt stood between him fulfilling a childhood dream. What we saw that day was focus, precision, and calmness under pressure. But what we didn't see was the web behind that moment. The coach who had been with him since he was 10 years old. The caddy who had stood by him for all his biggest wins. The father who had taught him to stay tough, even on the toughest days. And the mother who had taught loyalty and belief. When Cam rolled in that final putt, the world saw a golfer. I saw the compound effect of thousands of quiet interactions. That's what a high-performance web looks like when it peaks. 20 years in high-performance sport has taught me one blunt truth. Champions aren't lone geniuses. They win because they stand in strong webs of people, ideas, and systems. I've seen the same pattern in Olympic campaigns, national programs, and major championships. When the links are intentional, information moves freely, decisions improve, and competence rises. And it's not just in sport. In education, the best schools aren't the ones that have the biggest budgets. They're the ones where teachers share ideas and challenge one another. In business, the best leaders don't know everything. They create environments where information moves freely, decisions improve through connection. Different fields, same patterns. Connection compounds performance. So what is the high-performance web? It consists of 3 main edges: people, ideas, and systems. The people are your coaches, teammates, mentors, critical friends, the ones who tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. 2 questions matter. Who grows your skill and knowledge? And who holds you accountable when you drift? Good people do both. They listen, they teach, and they tell you the truth when it's uncomfortable. If your people can't do that, you have a contact, not an edge. I want to invite you to write down one person who grows your skill or knowledge and one who holds you accountable. If you can't do that, there is your first gap. Next are the ideas, the training innovations, the mental frameworks, the lessons from other fields. Ideas only matter when they change behaviour on a hard day. Ask yourself this: what idea could change the way I do things this week? And where has a similar problem been solved before? And what can I borrow today? Ideas feed growth, but only when they go from insight to action. Finally, the systems, the structures and routines that make good behaviour the default. What rhythms, roles, and rules make it easier to do the right thing instead of the easy thing? Two questions matter. Do you know what you need to do every week to get better at the things that matter to you? And do your people know how they can best support you? Great webs aren't accidents. They're designed on paper, tested in practice, and refined under pressure. People create momentum. Ideas guide the way. Systems keep it on track. 12 years ago, I experienced firsthand the benefit of the web beyond sport. I'd been active my whole life, running, training, and playing golf professionally. And then an injury threatened to change the direction of my life. Back surgery was needed. For the first month, I struggled to get up twice a day for short walks. When you go from living an active life to barely walking, you lose more than strength. You lose identity. And I'd built mine around independence and high performance. Suddenly, I had to rely on others. And this is when I reaped the benefit of an interconnected web. A hospital physio started with the basics. A physical therapist gave me more drills. A strength coach layered in lifts to regain my power. A coaching colleague adjusted my golf swing to take pressure off my back. A running coach mapped my return to running. Step by step, the web did its work. The lesson here is tough problems don't get solved alone. They're solved by connected expertise. A high-performance web isn't just for athletes in major championships. It can help a team, a community, or an individual. So how do we build our own web? Strengthen an existing one so we can see the benefits in the areas of our life that are important to us. 3 steps. Identify, strengthen, and nurture. Start by mapping your web. Who are the people, the ideas, and the systems that guide your performance? Who's in it? Coaches, mentors, peers, family, critical friends. Write their names down and then look for the gaps. Where could you add an edge, a person, or an idea that can lift you? A young coach that I mentored did this activity. She identified that she had 3 mentors and no peers. So she implemented a weekly peer session with her fellow coaches, and her growth took off. Sometimes that missing edge isn't someone above you. it's someone beside you. And you can map the opposite. Who drains your energy? Who keeps you small? A web has the potential to lift or limit you. Be honest about what edges belong and which edges don't. Next, strengthen your web. What's weak? People, ideas, or systems? Once you decide, commit to action. One coffee with a new connection. A phone call to test a new idea. One shared session a week. Strengthening doesn't happen without deliberate connection. And you can't expect people to tell you the truth if they don't feel comfortable doing so. Make truth-telling safe. In strong webs, information moves freely, not carefully. In the National Golf Program, we changed the way we did athlete reviews. Instead of presenting results, we offered every part of the team, athlete, coach, admin staff, to challenge the plan. It was uncomfortable, but it unlocked information and trust. That's what strengthening looks like. And strengthening isn't just about others. Sometimes we are the weak link. Ask yourself, would I want to be connected to me? Do I bring energy? Do I share ideas freely? Do I make the system stronger or slower? And finally, nurture your web. Benjamin Franklin famously said, "Tell me and I forget. Teach me and I may remember. Involve me and I learn." To get the most out of your web, join someone else's. We learn the most when we teach others. Be a connector yourself. Share your mistakes, your lessons, your people. Who can you help this month? Not by giving advice, but by connecting them to a person, an idea, or a system that has helped you. From today, I want you to see yourself as both an edge and a connector in every network you're a part of. Build one new edge. Strengthen an existing edge. Offer yourself as an edge to someone else. That's how growth compounds, through deliberate connection. So start with the people, the ideas, and the systems that guide your performance. Identify your web, strengthen your web, and then nurture your web by joining someone else's. Connection isn't a nice to have. It's the catalyst for sustained excellence. In strong webs, pressure becomes productive, growth compounds, and potential becomes performance. So build your web deliberately. Keep it alive with truth, curiosity, and care. And remember, getting better isn't always about doing more. It's about connection. My mantra remains, if you're not getting better, you're getting worse. And getting better doesn't start with more effort. It starts with connection. Build your web first. Thank you.